growing and harvesting and making stevia extract. Stevia is a sweetener. It's 200 times sweeter than our normal white table sugar. It's just an herb, like so. You can grow it here in the U.S. in all climates as a potted plant or as a garden plant as an annual. Stevia is very not cold tolerant, so it doesn't tolerate cold at all. So as it gets into the fall of the year, you're going to want to go out and snip all of your plants, and then you're going to take off the leaves. The leaves is what we're after, like most herbs. So this amount, you can see the leaves I've already stripped here in a big crock pot, and then I have this bowl here. This came from just 3 stevia plants, okay? So you don't need a lot of stevia at all. Actually, 1 plant would be plenty for most people. So here in zone 7, growing zone 7, for 5 years or so, I had a stevia plant that I overwintered in a unheated high tunnel. So what I do every fall is I would trim my stevia plant just like this, and then I would simply put a bale of straw right on top of my stevia. So tell me below in your comments, have you ever grown stevia? And I did that for like 5 years, and then I decided that I was going to move my high tunnel, and so that winter my stevia definitely died out. But even just in the high tunnel, it wasn't enough in our zone here in 7. So I would always have to put a bale of hay or straw right on top of it. And with that, it came back every year for 5 years. So, or you can grow it just as an annual plant, which is probably what I'm going to do this year. So I have grown stevia from seed. They say it's hard, and I used to tell people it was hard, but I've just found that not to be true. If you have any type of green thumb, I think you can grow stevia from seed. So first of all, in the process of making your stevia extract, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go out, you're going to harvest your stevia, and then you're going to dry the leaves. Make sure you dry the leaves good and dry. You don't need a dehydrator for this process. You can simply lay them out on a single layer somewhere where they get air circulation, and they will dry up and be nice and crispy for you in like a week, say. So then, after we get our leaves all dry, we're going to process it just like we would any other herb that we make an extract from. So you can use this same technique for making homemade vanilla extract with vanilla beans, or homemade mint, or extracts with your mint plants. You just dry the herb first, and then you're going to fill a clean, sterilized glass bottle up about half to 3/4 of the way full with your dried herb. And then you're simply going to top it off with an alcohol. So I use just plain, cheap, clear vodka so that there's no flavor beyond the extract itself. So here's what I end up storing mine in after I'm all done. I use the amber bottles. You can see here, it takes on that greenish yellow color from the herb. So we're just going to top the dried herbs that we filled half to 3/4 full in the jar with the alcohol, and it's going to pull all of the flavor and medicinal properties of your herb, whatever you're using, out into the alcohol. And then just store that in a cool, dark place for 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, you're simply going to strain the extract from the herb leaves. So you'll just toss out the herb leaves, and then you will have your extract and go ahead and bottle it. And that's when it's used as an alcohol extract, when you use alcohol to extract, it lasts pretty much indefinitely. You can use something like a vegetable glycerin. I don't prefer that method. It don't last as long, and it's just way more messy and just doesn't give me as good of a finished product as using an alcohol. So that's how we get our stevia extract. And for like a cup of tea, I simply use about 6 drops out of my little dropper container there to sweeten it up. Remember, stevia is actually 200 times sweeter than sugar, so a little bit goes a long way. Don't overkill it because it's going to take on a bitter flavor if you use too much. I hope that was helpful for you today. Leave a comment below. Tell me what kind of extracts you're excited to do, and tell me, have you grown stevia? Have you made your own extracts? You all have a blessed day.